Assalamualaikum student. Today's our topic is capacitor. Capacitor is an essential component of any circuit design, and in fact after the resistor it is the second most important component in the circuit. Now these capacitors are available in various size and shape. The basic function of the capacitor is to store electrical energy. For store electrical energy we use capacitor. Assalamualaikum student. Today's our topic is capacitor. Capacitor is the most important component in the circuit after the resistor. Capacitor is used to store electrical energy. Now this capacitor is consists of two conductive plates. These capacitor consists of two conductive plates. These are conductive plates which are separated by the dielectric medium, which are separated by these dielectric medium between these conducting plates. This dielectric medium is an insulating medium, medium. These two conducting plates are electrically neutral. These two conducting plates are electrically neutral. These plates are also electrically neutral because they have equal amount of positive charge and equal amount of negative charge in these two plates. Equal amount of positive charges and equal amount of negative charges in these two conducting plates. When the voltage is applied across these conducting plates, then from the top plate of the conducting plates, the electrons are attracted toward this positive terminal of the battery. And through this negative terminal of the battery, electrons which are attracted toward the bottom plate of the capacitor. So when we apply voltage across the conducting plate, the electron are flow from the top of the conducting plate through attracted toward this. When the voltage is applied across these conducting plates, the electron from the top plate are attracted toward this battery, and then this electron are moved through this bottom plate. When electron are moved to this bottom plate, because of this dielectric medium between these plates, are electrons are not across this region, they are accumulated at the bottom plate of the capacitor. So over the period of time, the top plate will have a shortage of electron and the bottom plate will have an excess of electron. So we can say that the top plate will get positively charged, and because of the electron accumulated at this bottom plate, this plate will get negatively charged. So this is positively charged plate, positively charged, or this is negatively charged plate. So because of these charge plate, potential difference develop, potential difference develop between these plate. These develop potential difference is now building of the charges across these two plates continue until the supplied voltage become equal to the developed voltage. Supplied voltage become equal to the developed voltage. Now because of this charges, electric field is created from the positive to negative charges, and this electric field that is created due to the potential difference of these conducting plate, this electric field is directly proportional to the potential difference and inversely proportional to the distance between these two plates. So smaller the distance, the stronger will be electric field. So in this way, when we apply the voltage across the capacitor, because of this voltage, the development of the charges across these conducting plate. These development of the charges create the electric field between these two conducting plates. So in this way, the capacitor store energy. Capacitor store energy in the form of this electric field. Now even we remove battery from this conducting plate, the developed charges are remain as it is. Unless the conductive path is applied to this capacitor, the charges are developed across the two plate will remain as it is when we remove the battery. Now as you can see here, the conductive path is connected between the two terminal of this conducting plate of the capacitor, and the load is in the form of the bulb, and this is switch. When we turn on the switch, then the electron from the bottom plate will attracted toward the positive plate of the. In this way, you will see that the charges transfer from the bottom plate to the top plate or flow of current through this conductive path. This is the conductive path between the two plate of the capacitor. Now, because of this flow of the current, the bulb will glow, and in this way, current will flow through this conductive path. This procedure is continued till both the conducting plate become neutral. All the electron will flow from this conductive path and neutral to this conductive plate. So over a period of time, you will observe that conductive plate become neutral. So there will be no flow of the current through this circuit. Current not flow when both of these plates become neutral. So in this way, the bulb will again turn off. So in this way, that the charges are developed across these conductive plate through this conductive path. This phenomena is known as the discharging of capacitor. Now we discuss the capacitance of the capacitor. Capacitance of the capacitor is the ability of a capacitor to store electric charge. It is called the capacitance of the capacitor. The stored electric charge in the capacitor is directly proportional to the applied voltage. When we remove this proportionality sign, then we get the constant that is represented by C. This is C. We denoted it. This is the capacitance of the capacitor. If we calculate the formula of the capacitance, then we can write this is the ratio of Q over T. So we can define it. Capacitance is the constant ratio between charge stored and potential difference across the plates. Now we discuss the SI unit. SI unit of the capacitor is farad. Farad, that is equal to coulomb per volt. The value of the capacitance is always less than 1. That is, we measure in picofarad and microfarad. The value of the picofarad is 10 raised to the minus 12 farad, or microfarad is 10 raised to the minus 6 farad.